Why the X Division Championship should be Impact's mid-card title. Alexis Carrillo here, back with some more Wrestling Talk content on the Alexis Carrillo brand YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Wrestling Talk content in the future. And throughout the years, Impact has had a lot of troubles establishing a mid-card, establishing a mid-card championship, and establishing the X Division Championship. So here are my 3 reasons as to why Impact Wrestling Management should establish the X Division Championship as its mid-card title. Reason number 1, their lack of faith, their lack of ability, I should say, of being able to establish an actual mid-card championship. Back in late 2008, they first brought out the Legends Championship. That turned into the Global Championship, before the Global Championship, obviously. And that turned into the TV Championship. And that turned into the King of the Mountain Championship. And that turned into, most recently, the Grand Championship, which we're not really sure if it's still a mid-card title. It still appears on TV, but it's not really much attention on it. So it's kind of iffy on that situation. But the fact of the matter is, every time Impact Wrestling has tried to establish a mid-card title, it has crashed, it has burned, they have failed, and it has become, at least to me, a running joke for Impact Wrestling. Reason number 2, it would put more focus and more importance on the X Division itself. For the past 5-10 years, if not more, Impact Wrestling fans have been asking, kind of demanding, that the company put more focus and more importance on the X Division, arguing that that was the main stuff that brought out Impact Wrestling into the limelight, that really made Impact Wrestling stand out. And as an Impact Wrestling fan myself, I would prefer the X Division to actually be a mid-card. I would prefer the X Division to be something more akin to the WWE Intercontinental Championship than, instead of being the equivalent to a cruiserweight title, which a lot of fans deny that it's not the cruiserweight title. It's not about the cruiserweights. It's about no limits. But every time Impact starts to or tries to establish a mid-card title, that just leads me and many more fans to believe that, yeah, the X Division Championship and the X Division itself is treated like the cruiserweight tier of Impact Wrestling, something I just don't like and something I'm not a fan of. And reason number 3, mid-card titles over the past few years have been the stepping stone from the mid-card or from the lower card into the main event. It has happened with the United States Championship in WCW, the Intercontinental Championship in WWE, and in Impact Wrestling it has happened quite a few times with the X Division Championship. Whether it be AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Chris Sabin, Austin Aries, or any other superstars coming out of the X Division into the main event, Impact Wrestling has used the X Division Championship a few times to elevate their stars into the main event, whether it be by option C or whether it be by having just great matches and getting over with the crowd. So those are my 3 reasons as to why the X Division Championship should be established as the mid-card title for Impact Wrestling. I'm not sure if most of you agree with me. Most of you might not agree with me. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear them. And if you want to start up a discussion, don't be afraid. Leave a comment below. I'll be sure to respond. That's it for me. Till next time.